to the Black Leather Eyes channel. Jason here. I hope everybody's keeping well. So I thought I'd jump on here and just make a video of some stuff that I've been listening to the past while. Before I start, shout out to Sean the Beast, who's been in the vinyl community for a long time, but he's only started making videos, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what Sean's collection's like and what sort of stuff he listens to. So I think he's got a new video out today. I haven't watched it, but I will later on. So good to see Sean's bake. Great crack. Alright, so just some stuff I've been listening to today. Let's go. Cheers. Alright, first one is this album by Mystic. So I think this came out in 2019. New band to me, I'd never heard of them before. I'd heard a couple of bits and pieces of this and picked it up because the vocals reminded me, it just really struck me of Acid, Kate from Acid and a bit of Doro Pesh. But this is really, really good. I've been really enjoying this. Played this quite a bit recently. I think I got it a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, 3 girls and a guy in the band. Look pretty young, and yeah, just like good speed metal, classic heavy metal, but it's obviously filtered through the black metal scene. You can tell maybe I would imagine these youngsters in this band came to the 80s heavy metal through the black metal. Just something about the writing style reminds me of it. Makes me think that way. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But yeah, really catchy this shit. Into Oblivion, Ancient Majesty sticks in your head really well. The production on this gives it a really good atmosphere. It's actually quite subtle, which you don't really want to hear when you're talking about heavy metal, really, do you? But it just gives it a really good vibe and good aura on this. Black metal lyrics, devil songs, you know. I would recommend this if you haven't heard it. Mystic, what's it called? I think it's just called Mystic. So I don't know anything else about the band, so maybe somebody can fill me in. But really, really enjoyable record, and yeah, it's been getting quite a good few spins here, and really enjoying it. Hellish Force, Bleed for the Night. Really, really good crack. Really enjoying it. Oh yeah, before I forget, I'm off to a rough start here. What we're listening to is Skin, Blood, Woman, Roses, Swans Off shit. Alright, what's up next? What we got here? Oh yeah, so here's one I picked up recently in a local shop. I wasn't actually on the hunt for any more Run Wild stuff because I'm quite happy with it. Well, I thought I was quite happy with the stuff that I already have. Quite content with it, but I seen this in the wild and it was really cheap. This is Blazing Stone, and I thought, fuck it, I'll take it home with me, listen to it, because for the price, you know, couldn't lose. And I'm really glad I did, because this is really, really good actually. This bubbles along rightly, but it doesn't boil over into like that fucking nursery rhyme power metal stuff that I can't stand. Some of it's reaching out there, but the guitar playing on this is amazing, so I'm still taking this in. But I knew a few songs on this, like Little Big Horn and Lone Wolf. But yeah, the riffing and stuff on this is absolutely amazing, so I'm looking forward to taking this in. And you have to love the picture on the inside of the band, where Rock and Rolf is looking a bit like a heavy metal armadillo, and this came out in 1991, something like that. But I've been really enjoying this, so I'm going to keep this out and keep spinning it more, because it's got melodies and great riffs and great stuff hanging out of it. It's really, really good. What else? Fields of Nephilim, Dawn Razor. I love this cover, and Dawn Razor is a fucking belter name for an album, I think. So yeah, this starts off with that Morricone intro and then into Slow Kill. You have to admit, some of this sort of drifts past me. It doesn't really grip as much as some of their other stuff, but it is fantastic dark rock record, and yeah, good to hear it again. But yeah, some of it, as I say, is a bit ghostly. Production's a bit, just doesn't bite enough, I don't think. But what an amazing voice and brilliant songs. Good to hear that again. So this one I haven't listened to in a long time. This is Turbo Negro Scandinavian Leather. And yeah, I have a few of their albums, 2 or 3 maybe, and I enjoy them all. I think they're brilliant. They're a great way about things. Just a really good rock and roll band. And this has got stuff on it like Sell Your Body to the Night and Fuck the World, and yeah, just a really good rock record. Bits of Alice Cooper in it, 70s Alice Cooper and stuff in it, and New York Dolls, punk, rock, superb. Really fun LP, so it's good to hear this again. Turbo Negro's Scandinavian Leather. Scott at No Solution was saying he went to see a Turbo Negro tribute band called Scandinavian Pleather, which is brilliant. Alright, next up, some punk from 2000, BellRays, Grand Fury, and this record is amazing. This gets some of the first BellRays tracks I ever heard, like Too Many Houses in Here is amazing, Fire in the Moon, They Glued Your Head On Upside Down, and Stupid Fucking People. Brilliant record. Probably a cheap comparison, but I love Ike and Tina Turner, those early Ike and Tina Turner records, and if they were doing punk, loud, snotty, loud, aggressive punk, it would sound sort of similar to this. Brilliant soul punk, fucking great record, and a great band. They ended up, in some of their LPs, they ended up adding more R&B and soul elements, which I love as well, because I love that sort of stuff, but this is fucking ferocious and brilliant. Absolutely amazing tracks. I think it's a bit of a modern classic. Alright, that was the BellRays. Next up, Billy Cobham's Spectrum. You know what, even looking at the song titles in this, I never bother to even read them, to tell you the truth. I put this on and sit back and relax and let the whole thing just roll. It's an incredible album. And obviously amazing musicianship. I've had friends come over to the house in past years who play drums in bands, really good drummers, and they've never heard this. When I let them hear it, their jaws fucking drop. It's an incredible listen. It just moves and weaves, and Tommy Bones playing guitar in this, Jan Hammer on it as well, and yeah, Billy Cobham's Spectrum, very special album to me, and I really love listening to it. Every time I listen to it, I hear something different in it, and it's fucking amazing. Fancied a bit of the Small Faces recently as well, so pulled out this cheap comp I haven't played in a long time, and it hit the spot. I mean, it's easy to forget, or not forget, but because they're everywhere, and I, like, growing up, my older brother played Small Faces a lot when I was a kid, and he was a young mod at the time, so Marriott was a hero to him, king in our house, if you will. And you know, this has got like My Mind's Eye, Grow Your Own, All or Nothing, What You Gonna Do About It, Own Up Time, and it's a Small Faces, and it's fucking incredible. Great record, great songs. It's a decent compilation, you know. Alright, next one up is Edgar Broughton Band from, when this from, 71 or something, and this here, man, is fucking awesome, this album. I think this was the first full Edgar Broughton album I picked up. I have, like, the first one I bought was like a compilation of stuff, so this was the first full album I heard, and this is incredible. The lyrics on this are amazing. Just the songs, I mean, what have you got on here? So, Evening Over the Rooftops is amazing. The Birth is a cracking song. Piece of My Own, Poppy's brilliant. House of Turnabout is amazing. Mad Hatter always reminds me of Pink Floyd and Sid Barrett, although not just because of the song title, just because it has that vibe. The sort of more bluesier, What Is a Woman For, and Thinking of You. These songs are absolutely incredible. And this cover, I have a book by Hypnosis, who obviously they done a lot of iconic LP sleeves, and they were saying that the big wigs at EMI, this is on Harvest, the subsidiary of EMI for the progressive stuff they wanted to put out. They were disgusted at this cover. So if you, I mean, this looks like something would have come out on a Carcass LP, and you can see the human being hanging up here among all the rest of the meat, and even the inside of this, sort of, that picture is like early 90s Doom Death to me, like My Damn Bride or something. But what an incredible record. Yes, so the big wigs at EMI weren't too amused at this sleeve. Apparently this is supposed to represent the factory fodder, production line, working class nightmare. So yeah, this is an amazing record. Any fans of it? Edgar Broughton band. Made me want to pull out this Groundhogs LP. Thank Christ for the bomb. So I think this came out in 70, and I've got quite a bit of Groundhogs discography from the 70s, even up into the 80s, and I enjoy quite a lot of it. I'm not the biggest fan, but Tony McPhee wrote some amazing progressive rock stuff, progressive blues, amazing songwriter, quirky, and well, this has got Darkness Isn't Friend, Thank Christ for the Bomb. But the last song in this, tucked away, the very last song, is Eccentric Man, which is amazing. If you haven't heard this, check out that track. Absolutely fucking amazing track. But yeah, Groundhogs, good to hear that again too. Next up is Stillborn. This was a band I heard on the Dark Passages Doom compilation, song from this. So I kept my eye out for this back then, and I picked this up. And this is a good album. This is good. There's good doom metal in this, but it's sort of all over the place, and the vocals are sort of, to me, they're a wee bit local band demo-y, and it has a sort of, it's from '91, and it has a sort of alternative vibe to it when I listen back to it. But it's not a bad record, but it's their first one. This one here, I was talking about this in my community feed the other night there. NECROSPIRITUALS by Stillborn, and this record is the one that has all the charm for me. So this is great. This is like got sort of big dumb biker rock mixed with goth rock and touches of doom metal and that big deep goth voice. The Stillborn from this is brilliant. Some of it reminds me of Candlemas and Count Raven in small doses. Mixed, as I say, mixed with goth rock and some of the more rock and roll beggery sort of tracks on it. But Reason Fits Kane is amazing as well. This is actually the first side, which should be over here. Starts off with Nuke 'Em All. Flesh for Jesus is brilliant. Albino, Flogged in Black was the song that was covered by Entombed and Paradise Lost, and it has that sort of Black Number One type of negative, Herman Munster shuffle, you know, just that brilliant vibe, really good dark sleazy vibe to it, brilliant vocals. So this came out in 89 or something. I think this is from 89, yeah. And when you think about where, you know, goth metal became massive in the 90s, and I wish it had stuck to this sort of material, to tell you the truth. I know they got back together, and I know they had another couple of albums. I've never heard them, so I'm going to check them out, because I know the singer was back in the band, so maybe it's in the same sort of vein. Hopefully it is, we'll see. But this one's got a shitload of charm, and I really, really enjoy it. Yeah, so that's Stillborn, NECROSPIRITUALS. Good crack to hear that. 6.6. This is alright. This is one of those blind buys that's ended up in my collection for years. And every time I listen to it, I enjoy it. It's really solid. You can hear bits of, like, look at this picture here in the back. It's gorgeous. This is the reason why I picked this fucking thing up. But yeah, this has got bits of, you can hear like a wee bit of Scorpions, UFO, the usual standard stuff, you know. Fallen Angel. So this is from early 80s. 84 this is from, I think. But there's a couple songs in this, like the last song in each set I really like. Starfighter's really good, and the last song, Killer, I really enjoy it too. Good playing and good riffs. It's nothing mind-blowing, but for a couple of quid, if you see it laying about, it was definitely worth picking up, you know. Whenever I did. This one I think doesn't get enough love. Angus, Track of Doom. this is brilliant. This is a band from Amsterdam, Holland, Netherlands, and geez, trying to read in here is mental. So it starts off with Zentor, which is the instrumental, into When Giants Collide is a cracking tune, track of doom. I love the song in this called The Gates, but this is fucking sharp as steel and has great vocals, great hooks, loads of brilliant guitar playing on it, and yeah, I don't think it gets enough love. So that's Angus, track of doom. I don't know what their second album sounds like. I know they had an album out after that, so I must check it out. I've had this for years, and every time I play it, I just, what the fuck, and I play this more often, you know. But yeah, that's Angus, track of doom from, is this 86? Probably somewhere around there, it looks it anyway, so yeah. Good crack album. Scottish Hellions, Holocaust, Nightcomers. Listened to a few new with British heavy metal sort of things recently, and I always enjoy this. This is just meat and potatoes, down to earth, fucking boys, just letting loose. I mean, it's got like heavy metal manias on it, and it's always good to hear Death or Glory. Smoking Valves is good. They get a boogie metal sound too, and the Nightcomers, Crying Shame, Push It Around is quite good. Yeah, Holocaust, the Nightcomers from, this is 1980, isn't it? 1981 on Phoenix Records. Good crack. Ethel Frog from around about the same time as this. This is 1980. This has some okay moments on it. Some of it I enjoy. Some of the guitar playing reminds me of Quartz, but opens up Eleanor Rigby. It's an alright version of it, I suppose. But I like stuff like Fight Back on the second side here, and Firebird. Why Don't You Ask got a good 70s groove to it. But yeah, this is not a bad album. It's a fun record. There's some good stuff, and if you get it in the right moment, in the right frame of mind, it's enjoyable. Psychotic Waltz, A Social Grace. So this is one I bought when it came out in 1990. I walked into a local shop and there was a whole row of them on sale, on display, and I picked it up. Never heard them before, and absolutely loved it. So this is good, really good progressive metal. One of my favourites from that sort of style. I don't listen to a lot of that sort of stuff, but I absolutely love this one. And The Devil Cried, Halo of Thorns, another Prophet song is fucking epic. Psychotic Waltz, Strange, Sleeping Dogs, The Storm. There's a song on here called I Remember, which is a sort of like a tribute to Jethro Tull, and there's flute and shit in it, and it's an amazing listen. But yeah, Psychotic Waltz, many fans of this. I was talking about this one a while back because I've been playing this on and off for the past few months again, and I always enjoy this when I hear it. And any fans of it? Psychotic Waltz. Next up, Chevy. From, I think this is another one from 81, and this is another one of those bands that got a little bit of traction out of the new wave of British heavy metal. And these boys have been playing, seasoned musicians from late 60s all through the 70s. They played in loads of different bands, quite popular bands too. But one of their songs ended up on the Metal for Mothers 2 compilation, and they got a wee bit of attention out of it. It's not bad, it's not great. The Taker, You Got Me Run, the first two opening tracks are pretty good. Some of it reminds me of like a wee bit of Montrose. You can hear a wee bit of Humble Pie in it. I love the guy's voice in this record, and it's not bad. I enjoy it when I put it on, but I don't reach for it often. But it's good. It's good to hear it and play it again. So that's Chevy from 1981. This is on Avatar Records. Here's another one that came out in Avatar Records, maybe the same year. Don't know. 80, 81. This is probably 81, I'd say. Dark Star, their debut, and this has fucking great stuff on it. Some of this reminds me of early Leopard. Bits of Thin Lizzy in it too, but like Captain America, the open track's brilliant. Backstreet Killer, The Musician, Lady of Mars is on this, which is one of my favourites of that era. Rockbringer, really love. Greenpeace is another good track on it. So yeah, this came out in Avatar Records as well, like that Chevy one, and I really enjoy this record. Really good melodic heavy rock. Good crack. All right, last one. We'll do this last one. That record's over. That's it anyway. Gaskin, End of the World. This is another one from '81. This came out in Rondelet Records, and Paul Gaskin, absolutely talented songwriter. So yeah, what you got in this? See, Sweet Dream Maker, the opening track. Good forceful song. Victim of the City reminds me of Witchfind, stuff like that. I really like the Spies on this. Burning Alive. All the side twos, brilliant. End of the World, On My Way, Lonely Man, I'm No Fool, which was the single. This doesn't rock as much as the version that was on the single, but it's a great song. So it still stands out. I love the last song in this, Handful of Reasons, which starts off with that brilliant moody piece, and then it goes into more of a Sabbathy sound. So yeah, Gaskin, End of the World from 1981. Many fans of it. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, and it's coming to Halloween, so I'm gonna hopefully do a show some Halloween spook show records, just Vincent Price records and stuff like that. If you're interested, maybe some soundtracks. So I'll probably do that coming up to Halloween, and to everybody that I've had a chat with and talked about music over the past while, thank you so much. It's been absolutely amazing. And anybody who bothers to watch this, thank you. And there's been a few subscribers. I try not to look at the subscriber thing too much, because it just becomes my cock's bigger than your cock sort of thing. And I just want to enjoy coming on here and not be too fucking wind up about that shit. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you soon. Hopefully, all the best. Bye.